A core ask of marketing teams is to understand where your company sits in a competitive landscape and basically what you're going to do about it. So here's going to be a super quick view of the power of AI to answer these kind of fundamental marketing questions. So what's asked of marketing? Who are your market players? Who are the competitors? Where do you sit in that? What are their brand values and what are your perceived brand values, or how do people see you? Where does that sit in that matrix? Where are people unique? Where is the space to grow? What is the growth? What's the effective channels that you use and your competitors use? And ultimately, what are you going to do about it? So we're going to do a whistle stop tour using running shoes as an example. And to give you some of the ideas of the power of AI, I'm going to be using Copilot for this. Okay, enjoy. So let's have a quick look at the power of AI in terms of marketing strategy, understanding where your company fits amongst your marketplace and competitors, and some strategies to get growth to go where you want to go. So I just picked a subject close to my heart of running shoes. Now here we are in Copilot, and what we're going to do as Copilot, please could you review the marketing channel and channel spend and channel effectiveness of 5 leading shoe manufacturers, including Google Ads, etc., etc. Okay, so let's get this going. And you can only imagine how long this would take to do manually. And we've all received emails every day offering competitor analysis of your market space for tens of thousands of dollars. Now, you can think of the depth and the accuracy of this and all the rest of it. However, it's amazingly powerful. So here we have 5 top running shoes: Nike, Adidas, New Balance, Asics on running. And here we've looked at the channels and what's gone here: channel spend, insights, so Google Ads. Most brands allocate significant budget. So if you're designing a campaign, great, okay, that's where it's working for them. Instagram, 35% more engagement than Google Ads. Ooh, now there's something for your marketing spend. Facebook used for retargeting, community engagement spent. So LinkedIn, less comments, business. Channel effectiveness, influencer marketing. So this is where your marketing brain should be working great. So that's 65% of shoe brands use it, 11 times investment. So how does that filter into your spend? And you can ask for a deeper dive. Right. You can see also obviously where it's getting its sources. Now I'm going to ask it, okay, that's all very interesting. Can you help me communicate that better for my maybe internal communications? So I've asked it to do a kind of BCG style graphic around this, looking at the different positionings by these different brands. So it's talking about Nike, innovation, leader style, positioning, strengths, audience, differentiator. Now again, it's all about the niche. So here we have those 5 brands, and it's done slightly clunky BCG style graphic to look at market share, market growth. Okay, so there we go. So On Running is a rising star, good BCG language. Okay, what can we do there? Now, let's have a think of some other brands. So I like Altra shoes. So I'm going to ask, okay, so if I was working for Altra shoes, where does Altra sit in that? So you could add more data, more questions into the existing questions. So here's Altra's positioning, and it's updated. There we go. It's an emerging star versus a rising star. So it's obviously looked at market data, market growth, market sales to get that. Now, let's just push this further. So if I was in that whole kind of new style running shoe area, so Altra, Hawkers, and Innovates. So I can ask it now, right, if I was looking specific 3 market competitors, Altra, Hawker, and Innovate, how do they compete against each other? What's their brand positioning? And again, this is just pulling on websites and all this public information, but you can imagine if you were working in this space to try and understand how the market sees your product and is your brand proposition getting to where it's needing to be, you can design things like this. So here we've gone brand values, market positioning, target audience, differentiators. The graphene grip in Innovate shoes is excellent. Yes, it's very good. and some strategic notes. Now, okay, this is about kind of data gathering and data presentation maybe. Right, if I was the marketing manager at Altra Shoes, what can I do about it? So again, you can start to help, you get it, AI to help you build strategies. So here's some examples, certainly worth consideration. So double down on the natural running education, segmented messaging for trail versus road audiences. Expand DTC channel with personalization, influencer, and now I know Altra, and I'm sure everybody else is using these strategies. Retail expand. It's certainly a nice way to summarize some of the strategies they might be thinking of, or perhaps haven't considered. And now it's gone into the growth impacts. Okay, if you did all of these, what might it do? And you can quickly see how you can use these tools to develop further. And again, I find these AI tools fantastic for communication. The way it way it kind of makes things clear, nice neat paragraphs, lots of bullet points, makes it very clear. And of course you can get Ask AI to develop PowerPoints, briefing notes, infographics, whatever you want off it. So we've got a campaign brief suddenly on the back of all of this, on how, on the basis of that information and based on the strategy and based on the growth, what are you going to go and do about it? And we've got all the dreaded strategic pillars, oh my god. So we've got 5 strategic pillars, really don't like that phrase. Campaign names, timelines, and some KPIs. Isn't that wonderful? And now it's just put some suggestion for decks and you can go on and on and on. So there we go, the power of AI in marketing. Hope you found that interesting.